Players getting early access to the Shadowkin Crypt? Are you kidding me? We're going to be talking about that. We're going to talk about the best champions to use for the Shadowkin so everyone's prepared when it does open for, the rest of us, I guess. Spin that intro. What up, team? It's your boy MurderInc here, back again with another raid Shadow Legends video. We are talking about, as we already said, Shadowkin Crypt opening early here. What's the deal? How is it possible? People are confused. They think it's a conspiracy. It's not. Let's just go over that really quickly. So this was posted 3 days ago. If you don't know, I will show you. This exists. Now, what is this? This is something that I have in my second account. And if you don't play the game for a while, I'm not recommending to do this, but for this specifically, maybe I'll make a video on that. This is a pretty cool thing you can do with second accounts that you want to have inactive. And anyways, if you don't play the game for a while, they have like a welcome back type thing where you get to pick these boosts here. It's been in the game for 3-4 months, I believe. So if you use this when they first set Shadowkin into the game, which I believe it was, like this post said, 3 or 4 days ago, you could have opened the Shadowkin Crypt. All of them would have opened and then they would have gone back to the normal timer. So you could have done that from this. Few really cool things happened. The original poster here, shout out to Heartless Gamer, 3 days ago, killing it. Once again, that showed that picture, Shadowkin being open, very nice, very nice. Okay, back to what we are talking about here. He posted the bosses are green, blue, red, same as the dwarves. Okay, let's think about that for a second. The same as the dwarves. With that being said, if you know about the dwarf faction, it's probably one of the harder ones. Maybe that's just my opinion, but it's the one that ignores defense. I believe the lizardmen have the same thing. Hard hitting, ignores defense. It's generally a pain. And now, why is that such an issue for the Shadowkin? Revivers. Any revivers? Let me look. No. So the revivers are based on killing enemies, which you're probably not going to be doing. So with that being said, who becomes the ideal champions to use? This guy's going to be OP. As we all know, ally protection is crazy strong to protect your allies here. I'm not going to say it's impossible if you don't have this guy, but you're not going to have a good time. I can tell you that for a fact. Right now, you're not going to have a good time. This guy's also good strengthen, straight damage reduction, and a shield if they're less than 50%. Sure, this is also strong. As far as the wave management goes, 40, 50, 60% chance AoE stun, red affinity. Probably going to find some pretty cool use out of that one. Heals this champion whenever an ally or an enemy dies. Once again, a pretty clear benefit here. So Barangiri, if you do have him, going to be good for the waves. And a little bit, it's hard to say about for the boss. Like I said, the boss is pretty damn difficult. So strengthen is definitely not going to hurt you. Ninja, if you're lucky enough to have Ninja, home run. Lady Kimi, she was a guaranteed champion. Another home run here. We have, I don't really have to go over the kits of these guys. Increase speed, increase accuracy. Getting more turns is always going to be good. As far as the best aura, probably Yoshi. Speed's going to be a struggle for most players. Unless you're endgame, you're not even going to have to think twice about this faction. You're just going to auto straight through. If you have Kyoku, like I said, ally protection's crazy strong. The fact that she has block damage on top of that, crazy strong. So the best 5 champions you can use are going to be Ninja, Genzin, Taragi, probably Ryo Bone Spear, and then Kyoku. Best 5 if you had all of those champions to work with. There could be a case to be made to swap in Ryo and Lady Kimi here. Why did I pick Ryo? Huge healer, like massive healer, which Lady Kimi doesn't provide. As far as stages go, Lady Kimi is going to be the, probably, I don't want to speculate too much, but if you're overgeared for this content, Lady Kimi is going to get you the fastest runs. If you're struggling gear-wise, Ryo would be that pick here. Jintoro, good single target damage dealer, really hard to keep alive. I'm not just saying that because I don't have him. Kind of, I'm a little bit salty. I do want this champion, but I know Gabagoo. This guy, Gabagoo, weird looking guy, looks pretty cool. I don't see it, to be honest. I really don't. Chance of stealing buffs. Yeah, He was also guaranteed. I was pretty clear in when he was out talking about him that probably not worth your time, to be honest with you, and we're gonna see that here with the Faction Wars opening. So those are legendaries. Most people probably won't have tons of legendaries. So next champion to be looking at: increased defense, continuous heal on all allies, Hatatsu, AoE attack down, very strong as well, leech on the A1. He's going to be a great champion. He, him, her, they, them, they, them, I don't know, whatever you want to call this guy or this thing. The helmet, I don't know, we can't assume anything here. Shani attacks all enemies, not that good. Increased accuracy attack on this champion, not that good. Okay, easy skip here. Yumetogi, perfect veil, attacks on this champion, then fills this champion. Nope. We want group benefit champions. That's going to help out the most here. This champion, decreased accuracy, can help in some stages. Now, she is one of those AoE A1 champions, so what does that mean? My very informed and smart viewers, stun set potential on Sachi is going to be very high, on top of being the waifu. I mean, we all know it, we can see it clearly. So she has her benefit there. She can revive if she kills, which if you can pull this off with the damage in a stun set, killing champions, reviving if you need it, not a bad way to 3-star something, but it's going to be RNG dependent, so keep that in mind when thinking about focusing. This guy, he is a good single target damage dealer to kind of get through the bosses. If you have him, I would probably use him. Once again, going to be a bit hard to keep alive with 738 base defense and low base HP, but Taragi is very strong. We talked about Burangiri, very strong. I did also skip over Taragi here. This is a new champion. Like this a lot. I talked about it in the video I did about the epics. Everything about this is great. It's like a mini-me Kaioku kind of. AoE leech, A1 weaken. We have ally protection. Filling this champion's turn meter. Has a built-in failsafe here with block damage. Like it a lot. And yeah, so if you can get your hands on this, like I said, brand new, probably not that common. I mean, yeah, wait, have they not been released yet? I mean, they should have. I'm not on the test server, so they should have been released. This chick, Konoru here, single, 3 times at random, moves yeah, I'm not feeling it, to be honest with you. Gory, interesting champion, has a lot to do with freezes, unless we see Torment or something. I don't see it for this guy. Drojin, shield on this champion, provoke on one enemy. I'm not really seeing it there. Blocking this will receive damage. This champion's HP, yeah, not that good in my opinion. Masamoto here, attacks 1, attacks all. Attack down, very good. Increased defense on all allies, filling turn meter. Masamoto will have his use for sure, and he looks really, really cool on top of that. He is actually an epic I don't have, surprisingly, and defense base, so his stats are pretty stacked. 1300 base defense, very strong. HP severely lacking, but it is what it is. Oboro, love this champion. We have potential for an AoE depending on the amount of debuffs on the target, so that's their AoE defense down if you don't have a champion like Genzin. So she's going to have her value. She hits very hard. She's pretty safe with the perfect veil and revive on death passive here. So the A3, on top of being hard-hitting champion, has some uses there to kind of protect her. Genbo, if you're using him as a nuker for the arena and you're okay with changing gear, you're probably going to have to kill him a bit more tanky for this, because once again, 958 base defense, very low base HP. So all things to consider here, but he's going to be a strong champion. And outside of that, not much for that guy. This champion here, I don't really see it. Taya, no thank you. And then we get into the rare champions. Now listen, rares are not bad champions, all right? Plenty of people have used rares time and time again for these faction wars since they were nerfed. We're not going to get some buffed version of Shadowkin Faction Wars. I mean, I don't think so anyways. That would not really make a lot of sense here. So can there be some good champions here? I mean, I'm kind of going to quickly go through this. Place a shield buff on this champion. Block debuffs on all allies for 1 turn. Okay, this isn't bad if you are scraping the bottom of the barrel and you have Odachi here. He's going to help. Odachi is in fact going to help you. For some reason, this guy has, I mean, his base stats aren't terrible, which is weird. He has higher defense. I mean, he's a defense-based champion, but 15,000 health. We saw quite a few 14,000 health champions that weren't rare, so You can get away with this guy. He's going to help you. It's only a 1-turn duration here, but you do get the 2 turns of increased defense despite being weaker. Listen, you do what you got to do to get this content done. AoE decrease speed, increased speed buff on this champion here. This guy's definitely not bad from just looking at this. Rest of his kit, the leech is going to help for sure as far as survivability goes, but AoE decrease speed, like I said, can't go wrong there, and increasing the speed on this guy. His base stats, unfortunately, are extremely low, so you're going to need to put some pretty decent investment into that guy here. As far as Marauder goes, has a 50% chance of placing provoke debuff for 1 turn. Is it AoE? Is it single target? I guess we don't know until I try it, which I don't think I have this guy, so someone in the comments can let me know. He could be good if this is an AoE provoke. Shield on himself, equaling 20% of the max HP, reflect damage on all allies, which of course can help you as far as output goes. AoE attack down, not bad at all. A1 with the stun, anything's fine. Really good base HP, 21,000, that's impressive. So this guy could be good. I mean, I don't know why they do this. Please, Plarium, quality assurance here. You need to make your tooltips bare minimum. Champion can be garbage. Everything else can be garbage. Just make sure the tooltips make sense. Has a 50% chance of placing a provoke debuff for 1 turn. On who? On me? On you watching? We need to know these things. So this guy, he doesn't look bad. Next guy, let's take a look really quickly. Fills this champion. Okay, so turn meter fill, increase attack. I don't see too much here. Attacks 1 enemy, also fills a champion of this in the ally with the highest turn meter. Okay, like I said, this is really digging deep. This is like pure copium here. If you have Vagabond, I don't think it's worth investing in it personally, but since the Shadowkin it's hard to say new. They've kind of been out for quite some time, and this is kind of a scary looking champion. Let's just go next here. I'm not going to talk about it too much. Okay, Fnatic here, we have defense down, 30% chance of it being a strong defense down if it has 2 or more debuffs. That has some use there. Transferring 2 random debuffs from this target, from Fnatic himself to the target, decent, not crazy. Increased attack on all allies, removes 1 debuff from each ally. Not the worst champion. Once again, probably copium. You could use him if you wanted to. Really niche for what you need though. No AoE, so you can't even get away with the stun set on this guy to give him added benefit. And then we're doing uncommons, which I'm not going to talk about. So that was the breakdown of the champions. This is going to be tough. I'm going to tell you right now, like I already said, since it's going to be the dwarf final boss here, hard-hitting champion, ignore defense, it's always a pain for everybody. In my opinion, it's the hardest faction war boss out of all of them. I could be wrong. It definitely depends on an account-to-account basis, but for the most part, the feedback I've seen from players who do struggle with content like this, it is what it is. So that's my breakdown here. Start picking out your teams. Comment below, let me know the 5 champions you're going to use for the majority of the Shadowkin faction. I wish you all good luck when it does open. I hope you 3-star everything in your first try. I really do. Okay, so as always, guys, if you enjoyed this content, smash that like button, subscribe, turn the notification bell, and I will see you all in my next video.